What is up, everybody? I am Ace from the Mockbuster YouTube channel. Today we have a special video today. We're going to be talking about one of my passions, one of my other hobbies, and that is professional wrestling. You know, I used to love professional wrestling when I was a kid. Back in 07 to like 2012 when Brock Lesnar came back. That time period was my jam. I was super engrossed. I would never miss an episode. I'd watch all of WWE. I'd watch ECW, and then I'd watch TNA. It was a whole crazy thing. And, you know, as I grew up, I fell out of love with wrestling, you know, mainly because of the era I grew up with wasn't as, you know, really cool as, like, things like the Attitude Era and then the 80s boom. You know, I was during the time with, like, Santina Marella becoming the women's, like women Miss WrestleMania, those kind of things, the special guest, like, celebrity general managers for every Raw, and those getting really silly and, like, I don't know, anyways. You know, so I enveloped myself in everything wrestling. I went to live shows. I owned a shit ton of action figures. And I owned a few DVDs, you know, because back in the day, we didn't have any WWE Network. We had things like the, like when you call your provider and it's like, hey, I want to have the WWE, like, classic, something like that. You can watch old wrestling. I had that for a few months, but I didn't really utilize it that much, so we canceled it. But I also collected a lot of the magazines. And in the magazines, it always have these brochures for the upcoming DVD sets. Because WWE would do a lot of wrestling sets, whether it was for different wrestlers of old and new, pay-per-views, best ofs. And I always envied them because I always wanted them, but they were like $25, $30 per set. And I've always wanted them. And now fast forward to 2022, almost 15 years later, it's like a whole different ballgame. You know, things like W Network is a thing now. Fight TV is a thing now. I think a lot of people have reinvigorated their love for professional wrestling with the whole AEW acquisition and stuff like that. So, yeah, so, you know, things have been booming. And I've also gotten kind of back into wrestling, you know, watching things like AEW, watching things like Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, all the things. I don't really get too heavy into, like, I don't watch, like, New Japan or, like NXT and stuff like that. I just watch the main stuff. But, yeah, so I always, you know, because I subscribed to W Network for a little bit, but then they started this thing where it's like you have to have a service provider, like a TV service provider, to actually watch the stuff, and I'm not going to spend $150 a month just to get W Network. And then I used to do the VPN stuff, and that worked for a bit, and then W Network in Canada did a new revamp where if it detects that you're using a VPN, it cancels your thing. Why am I talking about this? Because you probably read the title, you read the thumbnail. I bought 18 WWE professional wrestling sets. So not just like single case, but like a full heavy-on set for guess how much? $1 a piece. So that's like 3 to 4 DVDs for $1 a piece. So that sounds, not $1 DVD, but a set for $1. Because it was going for $2 at Goodwill, but I kind of hang up like, hey, it says DVD, shouldn't it be that? And they're like, okay, true. And then I was able to get it for $1. So I got 20 20 DVD sets for $1 a piece at around, after tax, I spent $20 on this big old stack. Like, here, let me show you this stack. Yeah, I got all of this goodness for $20. So let's spin around. I'll show you everything I got, starting off with number 1. So let's do a little spinneroonie, as Booker T says, and let's show you what I got. All right, the first thing I got here is the WWE Best of SmackDown, the 10th anniversary, 1999 to 2009. I remember when this came out, I was so hyped for it because I had was it the 10th anniversary or the 15th anniversary of Raw? And that was like my favorite set. I watched that DVD over and over again. And yeah, it comes in a very nice lenticular. You got Rey Mysterio, The Rock, Batista, Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, and Jeff Hardy. A 3-disc set for $1. You can't really go wrong with that. Very nice spine artwork. You have the back of it. It originated from one of the most legendary catchphrases in sports entertainment and went on to make television history. 10 years ago, when The Rock promised to lay the SmackDown, a few could have envisioned the global impact the new weekly TV program would have. Over 500 episodes later, the matches, moments, and superstars of WWE SmackDown have created lasting memories in the hearts and minds of WWE fans around the world. For the first time ever, relive these amazing moments in WWE as WWE counts down the top 100 moments from 1999 to 2009 over 3 discs. And that comes with all of these matches, shocking return of Hulk Hogan, blah, blah, blah. If you want to pause and read that, you can. This may be a longer video because I will be going through all of this stuff. But yeah, this is just for people who are interested in WWE and DVDs, because I feel like the WWE physical media market's kind of like weird, because I think nowadays they just do like, if you haven't seen WrestleMania, it'll have like WrestleMania. And it comes in this slip case, and you get 3 DVDs. So you got, what is this? Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3. Some pretty good moments here. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, a cage match. Then you got RVD versus Stone Cold Steve. I didn't even know they had a match, so that'd be interesting to watch. Then you got the iconic Rock versus Triple H. Very nice. These are all, this is what disc 1 comes with. You can pause and read that. Then you open it up. Here's the disc. Oh, this is disc 2. Oh shit. Sorry about that. This is disc 1. You can pause and read that. For 10 years, SmackDown provided, blah, blah, blah. So that's very nice. Open it up. Remove the disc, and you can see all the artwork on the back. Got Kurt Angle and Big Show, hair versus hair match. Well, I'm guessing Kurt Angle's already bald, so you can't really do that. So that's a disc 1. Very nice, very nice. You got disc 2 here. You got Rob Van Dam versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, doing the Van Daminator on the on Stone Cold. Crazy. I never even knew they had a feud or had a match. Very nice, very nice. Look at that. On the inside, you got the disc or the case artwork. I don't know who is that. JBL? Could be anybody. I'm not sure. There's Eddie Guerrero on the top of the steel cage. Very nice. I miss these moments because this is my prime time in watching wrestling, and it'll be so nice to get into these things. Then you got disc 3. So this is from 99 to 2003. This is 2002 to 2003. Why is disc 2? That's weird. And then what? Why is disc 1 the more recent? Shouldn't it go in chronological order? Anyways, that was the first set, SmackDown Best of 1999 to 2009. Pretty decent set. I don't know why it's in weird chronological order from the latter to the beginning, but it's okay. Next is a singular DVD, not a set. That is Before They Were Superstars 2. Here you got the spine. Here you got in front of Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho, Taz, Rob Van Dam, Shawn Michaels, and I am not 100% sure who that is, but it'll probably say in the back. Even more no-hold-barred interviews backed up with tons of exclusive footage. Learn about Brock Lesnar, Rob Van Dam, Chris Jericho, Tori Wilson, there you go, Shawn Michaels, Taz, Al Snow, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Christopher Nowinski. Okay. Did before joining WWE and becoming world-famous celebrities and WWE superstars. Who started their career as professional bodybuilder? Which WWE superstar did a backflip off of the roof in his high school? Which WWE superstar's parents didn't let them watch on wrestling on TV? So that's also why I like collecting these older DVDs from WWE, is because they added a lot of like really interesting bonus features, never before seen interviews that you won't really find online, or you have to sleuth. And when you do find them, they're shitty quality. These have some decent quality. I watched this on my computer, and it actually looks pretty decent because my computer has a DVD drive, even though I can watch it on my Blu-ray player. It's just, you know, like this kind of content, I kind of don't want to watch it on my computer with my brother and stuff like that. So boom. Before They Were Wrestling 2, nothing really inside besides a little insert. And then you got the DVD. Very nice with all the wrestlers' signatures. That's a nice touch. Boom. I don't know why the design is in denim. I guess that symbolizes youth, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Next is another 2-disc set. And I remember when this came out, I wanted it so badly. But, you know, I now have it, 8 years later? No, 10... 13, 14, 15, 11, 12, 13 years later, and that is WWE World Wrestling presents Twist of Fate, the Matt and Jeff Hardy 2-disc set. Very nice, very nice. Comes with a slipcover. That's very nice. Matt Hardy was born to wrestle from his earliest... Okay, so it's split into two different things, which is weird. But yeah, Matt Hardy was born to wrestle from his earliest days in homemade rings he and his brother created through his unbelievable matches of WWE SmackDown. The road to the top wasn't always smooth, including some behind-the-scenes battles with other superstars that spilled into the ring, which we all know is about Matt Hardy and Edge. The DVD tells Matt's complete story and collects some amazing matches. So this is before they both moved over to TNA. And then you got the Jeff Hardy story. Jeff Hardy has ascended from one of the top tag teams in WWE history to a wildly popular single star with the WWE Championship in his sight. This DVD examines his colorful career in and out of the ring, includes his recent spectacular success on Raw. Recent, yeah, okay. But yeah, so this would be interesting, because Matt Hardy has a pretty pivotal role in the history of WWE because he actually wrestled Stone Cold on his first match. So Stone Cold's first match in WWE was with Matt Hardy. A little fun fact there. But yeah, it comes with a nice slip cover, which has a little kind of like a shininess to it. Same thing on the back and the side. This has a little insert here. So that looks very nice. This is kind of like lost media. Not really. I mean, you can stream these maybe. But like all these little like inserts and slips and stuff like that, these are technically out of print. But yeah, the Matt Hardy story and the Jeff Hardy story. So that is very nice. This is the second set. And I'm excited to get into all of these. So boom. Twist of Fate. We got a lot of room to go to. Next is the new and improved DX. This is a chonky boy set. Comes with how many DVDs? I have no idea, but this is a pretty cool. This is the second iteration of DX when it was just Triple H and Shawn Michaels after Shawn Michaels came back from his back injury because he retired in the late 90s. But it says for Raw 2006 can be described as Year of the Degenerate. Okay, much to the chagrin of Mr. McMahon and his son Shane, as well as superstars Edge, Randy Orton, the Spirit Squad, Big Show, and more. Triple H and Shawn Michaels reformed sports entertainment's most irreverent and popular faction as D-Generation X ran roughshod over what is this? What is these big boy names, huh? Over Raw throughout the year. D-Generation X, new and improved, covers the reformation of the group from the early hints at WrestleMania through the skits, promos, chaos, and matches that reunited the duo, making life miserable for Mr. McMahon. This DVD has all the DX highlights, including backstage interviews and segments, their imitation of the McMahons, the hijacking of the Raw production truck, taking over Raw for a night, vandalizing WWE's corporate jet, limo, and headquarters, and so much more. So I never really got into the 2006 iteration. I remember the 2010 iteration. Oh, this is like a little thing. Okay, this is, they're doing the suck it, I'm guessing. Okay, oh, suck it. Okay, this is not as cool as I was hoping it to be, but that's pretty cool. I mean, they put some effort into this. No, let's not do it because it is old. This is like 15 years old. So there's the inserts. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3. Oh my god, will I get censored for this? Oh! Okay, I'm going to stop showing that. I like how they have the space to see the ass. And then there's Disc 2. Oh! Man ass. Love me some man ass. Excuse me? And then Disc 3 is just new and improved DX. So that was Disc 3, or Set 3. Very nice. We'll get to relearn about the new and improved DX. Boom, from 2006. Next is the one I am super excited to get into because he is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, taken too early, and that is Viva la Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero. I'm interested to see what this entails because this did come out, 2008? And, Eddie Guerrero had his most iconic matches with Chris Benoit, so that will be very interesting to see. But yeah, so Viva la Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero, the 3-disc set, and this is a nice looking set. Born into a legendary Mexican wrestling family, Eddie Guerrero was destined for a career in sports entertainment, but his passion to be numero uno pushed Eddie to excel beyond anyone's expectation. He became an international superstar, wowing audiences in spectacular matches in ECW, WCW, and WWE, where he reached the pinnacle of his career, winning the WWE Championship. Eddie was an exceptionally skilled wrestler, beloved by fans for his personality and athleticism in the ring, and dearly loved by associates behind the scenes. Unfortunately, Eddie's life and career were cut short when he died at age 38 of acute heart failure, leaving behind a legacy of incredible matches. In Viva la Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero, fellow wrestlers and friends highlight Eddie's best matches and share stories about his amazing person and true superstar. So yeah, that's absolutely crazy. So I don't know if they're gonna have Chris Benoit, because this is like 2 years after the Chris Benoit incident. So I don't know if they're gonna be censoring it or they just don't highlight it. Because I know if you go to the WWE Network, it don't censor Chris Benoit, but like if they'll show a match, it'll be like, ooh, Matt Hardy's match on Raw instead of Chris Benoit versus Matt Hardy. So maybe it's like this, but I don't know. And then you got all of these, includes bouts from ECW, WCW, and WWE. 3-disc set, very nice. Here you got the inside of it looking very nice. Oh, and it comes with the little... Oh, what is this? Oh, now this is what makes me happy. It comes with the full episode. So literally the Monday Night Raw, I believe, after Eddie Guerrero passed away, they did a whole episode with like interviews and stuff like that. You want to take a look at that. This event speaks out about Eddie Guerrero tribute video, all these things. I don't think they're gonna have Chris Benoit on here. He had the most impactful thing, but taking that out. I remember this sold a lot of copies and it made a lot of money. But boom, Eddie Guerrero tribute. Be very careful with that. And then here's the insert. So it's basically just an index of all the things that come with it. So that's very nice. So I'm thankful that the guy who previously owned this kept this in very good condition, and I will continue to keep it in very nice condition. So there is disc 1. Behind the disc, I can see SummerSlam. Yep, SummerSlam. Not too sure who he's wrestling there, because it's not very indescriptive. But yeah. And then you got the second disc. Because I love me some Eddie Guerrero. He played a fantastic heel and a super lovable face. So that is why a lot of people really love Eddie Guerrero. And then boom. They're doing the infamous frog splash. And that was this set. Very excited to watch this, because I remember when it came out, I really wanted it. But again, this is like, these are pretty expensive back in the day, at least, you know, quite a bit of money. But now that I have adult money, I can pay, even though this was pretty cheap. But yeah. Viva la Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero. Next is another one I'm super excited about, and I read all about on the WWE magazine. That is, oh yeah, the Macho Man. World Wrestling Entertainment presents Macho Man, the Randy Savage Ultimate Collection, the 3-disc set. This image of this DVD set is ingrained in my memory from how often this was like advertised on the magazine. So I'm just super hyped to get into this. There's the spine, the Ultimate Collection 3-disc set. There is a blurb. Macho Man Randy Savage Ultimate Collection. He was one of the most controversial superstars in the history of sports entertainment. Through his complicated relationship with Miss Elizabeth, his dramatic WWE Championship tournament run at WrestleMania 4. Yeah, I know Roman numerals. The formation and explosive breakup of the Mega Powers with Hulk Hogan, his reign as the Macho King, and his shocking jump to WCW, Randy Macho Man Savage brought a chaotic poetry to the ring. He's widely considered one of the finest in-ring competitors of all time, and his interviews were always a sight to behold. For the first time ever, you can relive this entire storied career in Macho Madness, the Randy Savage collection, a 3 DVD set that spans 2 decades of exciting and intense matchups. The set is packed with more than 8 hours and with 24 matches, extras including bouts for the Intercontinental WWE and WCW championships against a who's who of wrestling greats, including Hulk Hogan, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, this was my first exposure to professional wrestling, Macho Man, when watching Spider-Man 1, when he plays the guy, Bonesaw is ready. So that's very nice. But here's the, when you open it up, Macho Madness. I just love these. They put quite a bit of effort into these sets. There you got the insert. You got Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Very nice. Very nice. And I will grant you these inserts are way hard to do this on camera. But yeah, so there's nothing too cool behind the DVDs. It's just the galaxy behind. But it comes with 1 disc, 2 disc. 1 disc, 2 discs, and 3 discs. Very nice, very nice. So boom, the next set. All right, next set, another set for $1. It is the greatest superstars of the 21st century, and they show a bunch of wrestlers from the 20th century, which is very weird. But yeah, there's the spine, very nice 3-disc set. Here is the back. The decade of distinction. Like the legends who blazed trails before them, only a few uniquely charismatic performers will be immortalized for being the best of their generation. And the greatest superstars of the 21st century witness the ones who led sports entertainment revolution into the new millennium. 20 exciting and... Okay, so that's why they let it into. 20 exciting and charismatic superstars who are profiled for their domination in the ring and impact on global pop culture. Because I was going to say, like, he was big in the early 90s. He was big in the mid to late 90s. He was big in the late 90s. So what does it mean 21st century? But I guess it pushed forward into the 20th century or 21st century. Got all these wrestlers here. Cavalcade. Here's more. Here's the disc 1 index, disc 2, disc 3. So that is very nice. Is there any artwork behind these discs? No, just like little things. All right, so that was the second disc. Quick little rundown. Boom. This is the least one I'm excited for, but for $1, you can't really pass up. Next is the one I remember seeing a lot on the WWE magazine, and that is 20 Years Too Soon, the superstar Billy Graham story. So that is very interesting. I don't really know much about Billy Graham. People were like he's a proto Hulk Hogan. So it says here, superstar Billy Graham Cracker, helped usher in a new era of sports entertainment with his bodybuilder's physique, colorful costumes, and banter on the mic. Okay, why is Mike spelled like that? His innovative style has been liberally borrowed for the last 25 years by likes of Hulk Hogan, Jesse the Body Ventura, Triple H, and many more. Relive his remarkable run with interviews with superstars himself as well as fellow competitors. Come along for the meteoric rise and spectacular fall. Jesus, okay. Through today, where a new lease on life has led to superstars' 2004 induction into the Hall of Fame of WWE Wrestling. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this came out 2004? No, 2005. So that's very nice. There is the DVD. Here is the insert. So there's also a book on it. Available at bookstores and WWEshop.com. I really like the artwork on this. It was the 1960s he was popular. Graham Cracker. Billy Graham, boom. Next is another one I'm pretty interested in, and that is Back in Black, the NWO New World Order. With the recent passing of Scott Hall, I'm very interested in rewatching this. The true history of this notorious group's rise and continued onslaught against organized sports entertainment, formed in 1996 by Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. This poisonous faction spreads destruction as if it were butter, okay? Featuring exclusive interviews with Scott Hall, rest in peace, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, sit back and destroy, okay? Back in Black, very nice. Here's the insert. Nothing too... Oh, okay, there's another... Oh, Jesus, can I even show that? Anyways, Back in Black, very nice. And here you got... check out these DVD titles from WWF Home Video. Is this... What the heck? What did someone add this? Yeah, someone re-added this in 2002. When is this from? Yeah, 2002. Okay, I don't know. I didn't know they were still allowed to use the WWF logo because of the whole World Wildlife Fund. But yeah, boom. Look at all these. Look at all these little all these. Oh wow. Just a capsule of history when it comes to these things, because people forget how much wrestling was at the forefront of pop culture. Forcible entry, kid. Oh, it's like a CD. But boom, that is a very nice insert. So yeah, NWO, Back in Black. This is when they tried to do the whole invasion angle, and that really didn't, go over. Next is John Cena's My Life. Now this is another one I remember seeing, because this came out, what, 2009-ish? 2010, okay, 2010. Okay, without a doubt, John Cena has been one of the hottest superstars in WWE over the last 3 years. The three-time WWE... Wow, he's like 20 or 18 time right now. The three-time WWE champion has main evented the last two WrestleManias, and he's hugely popular with WWE fans or WWE Universe. But John Cena is also a pop culture icon, releasing a best-selling CD, You Can See Me, and appearing in movies such as The Marine. Television shows and commercials with John Cena My Life. Fans get a unique behind-the-scenes look at John Cena and his meteoric rise to the top, complete with candid interviews with family, friends, and WWE rivals, including JBL, Triple H, Edge, Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, and more. This DVD is packed with extras, including 7 match promos, interviews, a first-time look at John Cena's extensive car collection, and a third disc packed with best of Cena's wildly popular 5-question WWE.com segment. So boom, John Cena My Life. It's crazy how he's like an actual like actor now. Like he's in like big multi-$100 million stuff. But here is John Cena, the Thug Life era, where I was like, hey, you ever watch the Eminem movie? Let's do that. There's disc 2. Just got a bunch of little screenshots throughout his career at that time, and very nice. A great little capsule into the history of professional wrestling and John Cena. So there's like a little. So that's a nice little insert there. So boom, John Cena's My Life. Probably one I won't see that. Probably be one of the last ones I see. But I gotta respect the boy John Cena. This is crazy. Now this one looked really interesting because I really like the artwork on this. And this came out in 2013, so this is probably the newest one. And that is Triple H's The Kingdom Come. Look at that. That's a very nice looking cover to it. There's the spine, The Kingdom Come. I'm about to Kingdom Come right now, dude. Jeez. There's the back. Look how jacked he is. Jeez. The power of steroids. Beware the Skull King. He is the vision behind you, beside you, leading you to damnation. The evolution of Paul Triple H Levesque has been a riveting journey. Years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice opened the door to achieving his dreams, but his rise to power was not without a fair share of challenges. The Game had to shed his blue blood image before rallying an army of fellow degenerates and ultimately becoming the King of Kings. He deflected the criticism and forged ahead when he became part of McMahon WWE Dynasty to embrace his executive role as WWE Chief Operating Officer for Triple H. Thy kingdom has truly come. So that's very nice. A very nice looking set here. I like the all black with the gold trim. Same thing on the back. Here is the little index. You got 1, 2, and 3 disc set. Very nice. Okay. Here's the insert. You got a young low-res image of Triple H in the early days. Then you got a more recent, or 2009-ish or whatever. Wow, I didn't know it's been 10 years since he shaved his head, because this is 2013, and he has a fully shaved head at this point. So that is interesting. All right, so that was the other set, Triple H Kingdom Come. Comes with a slip cover. Very nice looking slip cover. I like this is embossed, and it has different like textures and materials to it to make it like pop and shine. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Next is, I told you I got a lot of shit, and I'm gonna take you all through it. That is The Big Show, A Giant's World. A one I really didn't want to get. My brother's like, come on, dude, get it. It's a part of the deal. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But that is The Big Show, A Giant's World. I'm not even gonna read the blurb, maybe. I don't know. He's the world's largest athlete, a true ring titan, reminiscent of Andre the Giant and one of the most dominant forces in the history of WWE. So if you want to read that, you can read that. But that's all it comes with. This is a 3-disc set. Oh, wow, okay. Kelly, jeez. Eva Mendes, the Bella Twins. Very nice. Oh, and it comes with the... Okay, it doesn't come with... I guess maybe someone left it out, but there's Sting. There's the first disc. Got Big Show doing a gorilla press on Kurt Angle. Then you got the middle one. This is WrestleMania 24, right? When he faced Floyd Mayweather. That was very funny. A bit of a burial because, you know, spoiler alert, he gets knocked out. And then you got him doing the... Ah! So boom, The Big Show. It's a big bad show tonight. Anyways, next is another... I don't know why this is a 3-disc set, but that is The Rock versus John Cena Once in a Lifetime, which is absolute garbage bullshit because they literally wrestled the year after. But this is when I stopped watching wrestling around 2012, where I really didn't give a shit about this stuff. You know, they're, you know, burying up-and-comers, and they're pushing these old heads that no one really cares about. John Cena's been like the 20th time champion, and no one really cares about him anymore. But yeah, the once-in-a-lifetime story, not really at all. If you want to read that, go ahead and read that. But in Technicolor, that's very interesting. So there you go. You know, I will give it to you. These WWE DVD sets have a lot of like nice artistic value to it. Like you can you can read the stuff. A lot of nice copy to it. This one is a bit scratched up. Apparently, this guy really liked The Rock. I'm guessing it goes to The Rock story, John Cena story, and then maybe the match or something. I don't know. Who knows and who cares? But I got it for $1, so you can't really go wrong with that. Let's actually read a little bit of it. What did it come with? All binding insults, one-upsmanship from Monday Night Raw, 6 hours of special features. Okay, all that stuff. So boom, that is the next set. Rock versus Cena. All right, getting down to the last 4 items. We're gonna go quicker now because I don't want to waste too much of your time. Next is the OMG, the top 50 incidents in WCW history, Volume 2. Okay, so apparently they made a Volume 1. This is a 3-disc set. There's the spines. So this was $2.99 originally, but I was able to get it for $1 because I just asked. Anyways, war brings out the best and the worst of 2 adversaries. WWE and WCW are no indifferent. During their epic battle, both sides pulled out all the stops in their quest for sports entertainment sovereignty. So there you go. Very nice, very nice. Oh my god, what the hell? Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo. That's funny. There is the inserts. And what the fuck is that? Is that Bam Bam Bigelow? Not Bam Bam Bigelow. King Kong Bundy? Who the fuck? That looks terrible. That's scary. What the hell? 1991? Jeez. Then Bad Goldberg. Goldberg heel turn when he became all corporate. I really didn't care for WCW stuff. I kind of want to get into more WCW stuff because a lot of really big wrestlers started their journey in WCW. But yeah, there is the Ultimate Warrior, or as he was called, just a warrior. Very interesting set. OMG Volume 2. Probably, you know, won't watch this that often or I probably won't get this because there's a lot of really good stuff here. Next is Tombstone, the history of the Undertaker, recently retired, maybe a year, 2 years back. And, you know, WrestleMania isn't the same without watching a Undertaker match. But this is from what year? 2005? However, you Phenom, American Badass, and Deadman. So that looks really nice. This is a pretty chunky set. It comes with 1 disc, 2 discs, 3 discs. Here's a little insert. It's just an index of what it all comes with. Matches and behind the scenes and stuff like that. So that will be very nice to get into. You know, Undertaker used to be was my favorite wrestler when I was a kid. So it'd be very nice to get into Tombstone, the history of the Undertaker, 3-disc set. And we have another Triple H, the King of Kings. There is only one. Here's the spine. Here is the back. There's only one Triple H, and now, for the first time ever, the King of Kings reflects on his storied WWE career. With new exclusive interviews discussing his biggest matches, moments, and rivalries, more than a dozen bouts are presented in their entirety, including some never before released on DVD stuff. Very nice. Plus 6 matches, never before seen interviews with Triple H as he reflects on his incredible career. So that's very nice. If you guys are a fan of WWE, let me know. Oh, that's a clear slip? Okay, that's cool. That is very nice. I really like that background. That is very cool. And then here you something insert fell out. Here you got Triple H and Stone Cold. Again, another really, I think, underlooked. Well, I mean, Triple H is literally like the biggest wrestler out there. But I think when people look back on him, they think, oh, he's the guy who buries all the new competition, whatever, or the new people. But like, he was a fantastic persona. You know, you were able to really hate him. He was able to play a really good sniveling heel, but he was able to play like a really tough, badass face. So I mean, you know, all credit to my boy Paul Levesque. But this was a 2-disc set. Here is the back of the first one. You got him doing that little knee drop to Edge. And then on this one, behind here is just a little... Oh! And then behind this one is just, you know, Triple H with the water bottle. I mean, that's his iconic things, that he comes out with the water bottle. He drinks a little bit of it and spits it on the crowd, which is... I don't know why it went so over, but it did. So that's very funny. Yeah, so that is the second last set. Came with a very nice, I really like this artwork, you know. I'll give it to, this is what it looks like without the thing in the background. Okay, I think that was just a little smidge. Boom, Triple H, the King of Kings. There's only one. Next, the last set, which I am excited to get to, because a lot of people claim this is to be the best era of wrestling. I disagree. I still think that the early 80s, like 79 to 84 is probably the best in wrestling, but, you know, beg to differ. That is WWE Attitude Era. That is very nice. The Attitude Era. Look at all these iconic Val Venus, like Jesus. But yeah, so, you know, give and take, you know, Attitude Era was good, but it had a really lot of shit moments. Like, I remember I tried to rewatch the Attitude Era. I stopped at around 1999, 2000 because it was just getting too ridiculous. The Attitude Era. Here is the back. Bust out your Austin 316 shirt, strike a 5-second pose, heat up a delicious slice of pie, and count down to Y2J all over again with the Attitude Era. Go back to the days of dysfunction, disorder, and defiance when radical anti-heroes ditched saying their prayers and taking their vitamins for opening up a can of whoop-ass and laying the smackathon down. When rebels ruled the airwaves, and PG stood for puppies and grapefruits. What the fuck? Anyways, you got the iconic scene of Vince McMahon's car being fucked up by Stone Cold with a cement truck. That was very nice. Here you got the inside, more iconic imagery. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? So, I don't know. It's a whole weird cavalcade of, like, whatever. Then you got a little bit of the DX invades WCW Raw, April 27th, 1998. Then you got Paging Dr. Austin, 1998. And then you got Rock, This Is Your Life, September 27th, 1999. So that is funny. So yeah, those were all of the sets. That is a lot of DVDs to get through. Thank you if you stuck around. I got a shit ton. You know, I was very excited for this. So I know a few of you like wrestling. I know 4K D-Ray likes wrestling. I know Cinema Inspired used to like wrestling. So this just piqued my interest. When I saw it was such a good deal, I had to snag these, all these up because, you know, I remember envying these DVDs when I was a kid. And now that I have, you know, an ability to just go out whenever I want to and buy them, I did. And, you know, if my younger me saw me, I would be freaking out right now. But that's the entire haul. Thank you so much for watching another video of mine. I am Mace from the Mock Bust YouTube channel. See, I do more than just Blu-ray and 4K hunts. I also do DVD hunts. So anyways, if you like this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe because it is free and it means a whole lot to me. Thank you so much for watching another video of mine. I've been Mace from the Mock Bust YouTube channel. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. Whenever you're watching this, please stay safe and God bless. Peace, cheers, love, and love physical media. Guerrero, hell yeah!